Hello, everybody. Welcome to another lockdown quarantine hobby haul. This is number 4, where I show you how I can't stop spending my money. Woo! No, I'm joking. It's where I just show you some of the things that I picked up recently. And because we've been in this lockdown state of affairs, clearly I have a lot of painting that I can do. Report cards are all done. School's done, actually, for the summer. Woohoo! I'm now on a different schedule with my kids, so I'm going to have 1 week on, 1 week off with the children at home, which means lots more painting. Cleaning. Yeah. Well, my fiance is working. I'm totally cleaning the house and organizing everything. I'm not going to spend half my day painting, right? Right, guys? Right? Back me up here. Anyway, let's see what I've gotten recently. And there is more on the way. That's a different story. But when you order from Australia, apparently things take more than 2 months. Thanks, COVID. Anyway, first things first. This is not technically mine. This was a gift for Andrew, my buddy Andrew, last year, I believe, for his birthday. It's the 2-player Cruel Seas starter from Warlord for Cruel Seas. And he's finally, I'm not going to judge him, finally built it up, and it's ready to get painted. So just gonna need to clean up a few little bits here and there, and yeah, I'm excited to paint these guys up. I've heard from some people, and you look online, and some people love the game, and some people hate the game. Some people think it's fine. I don't know where I stand just yet. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna paint these up, and we're gonna try it out at some point. So this is gonna be soon. This is soon workbench stuff. I also want to try Gaslands on the high seas. So Gaslands with boats would be really cool. But very excited to finally get these painted. Thank you, Andrew, for finally giving me your gift back and having it built. Anyway, another thing I got, these are the ground assets for Aeronautica Imperialis, the first ones that came out. New set is out, new Air Forces, I guess. They don't have one of these yet for the new stuff, but they probably will. These are lovely. Still haven't played the game yet. Hopefully that's a summer thing and I can get my kids to play. This is useful in the game, of course, but like as often as possible, I want it to be multi-use. So how cool are these going to be for Gaslands and little turrets that are around the arena shooting at the cars? Oh, amazing. Also ramps. Look at this. Even if it's just for a 10mm Gaslands, if it's for the micro Gaslands, that's an awesome ramp, right? And these can be maybe tiny little ramps. But yeah, totally useful for that too. But really the idea is that it's mostly for Aeronautica Imperialis, and it's hard to find, so the fact that I found it, I had to order it, and I got it from British Columbia, which is another province here in Canada, and thankfully they had one of these, and I didn't want to pay for shipping, because that's silly. I never pay for shipping, so I always order more and spend way more than shipping would have been. But I bought a few board game things, including Clank, if you know Clank, the deck builder. Awesome, I got some expansions for that. And I got Dungeon Mayhem, which is very popular with my kids. So if you've got, I like it. It's a very simple. It's definitely a filler game. It's nothing special. It's like 15-20 minutes you're gonna play. You can play a couple games in half an hour. Really, probably 2 games in half an hour. I guess that's the math, right? If it takes 15 minutes, you can play twice. Anyway, great. Take that, beat them up, and then it's done. But my kids are really enjoying it. I'm going to get some of the expansions. It's very cheap, right? This is, I think, like $15 Canadian. I think that's all it was. And then there's another one that's $10 for a 2-player one, and $25 for a one that has 6. And then that big one has a big box that you can put all the stuff in. It's even got dividers for all these other ones, these other characters. Awesome. So it's popular, and I'm very glad I picked it up because they're loving it. So there's that. Okay, anyway, yeah, I just said that because I bought it from BC. I have also picked up 12 Superstars for Rumble Slam. You know how much I love Rumble Slam. You've seen the other videos. So I don't know, you bought it, right? You've already picked it up? You've listened to me? I hope so. So, Rumble Slam, go pick it up, bye. I've already painted 2 of the Superstars. You can see that in my Workbench update video, and then I'll have a showcase for my Rumble Slam stuff soon. I'm painting up 3 more, so they'll be done in the next couple days. And then I've got the other 7 that are just primed and ready to go, including the Thespian, who is a Shakespearean acteur turned wrestler. Goba, he's like Goblin Yoda. The Ultimate Warrior Orc style. Green Grables, kind of like Poison Ivy. Leo, who's like a big lion. I've seen people paint him up like Lino. Oh my goodness. And we've got Jester, who I've lost balls on her hat, so I'm gonna have to cut off that last one because that sucks. And I actually, like, they fell off before I got to build her, and then they broke off later. Python, why Thong is her name, you'll see once I turn it around, but I won't do that because of kids. Fang, who is a vampire. You'll recognize his Wesley Snipes like look. Lord of Anarchy, he's a biker dwarf. And Triple D. Anyway, so working on those. They are awesome models. I love TT Combat stuff. Very happy with Rumble Slam, of course, the game, and all the sculpts are cool. And Carnival. So if you've watched my my workbench update for this June 29th, then you'll have seen the guild guys painted up. Next is going to be Rashar, and then I will be buying more. I already have buildings on the way, which is very cool, but I will be definitely buying more of these guys. Anyway, but what I'm here to show you right now is this beautiful foam. I ordered sheets of pluck foam, and you can see the pluckability of it, from Foam Factory. And I went from foamfactory.ca, so if you're in Canada, that's the thing. If you're in the States, it's in Michigan, so you can just order from them, and apparently it's, I think, nice free shipping at some point. I got 2 sheets of 1-inch foam to try it out, and it is awesome. So, you know, storage has always been a thing, and I've gone through Sable foam trays, and they're so expensive, and there's great foam out there, and there's ones made specifically for games, like for Aeronautica Imperialis. I could totally get the there's a few companies that make them specifically for that with the ships, like it's perfect, but they're so expensive. So what I did was I bought sheets of it, and I've already had these containers. These are like scrapbooking, craft holding containers I got it from Michaels. I got 3 towers that each had 5 of them in it, 5 or 6. And I've had them for years, and I use them for my hobby stuff. So like, this is my active painting, all my active models that I'm painting right now, and the paints I'm using go in here, paintbrushes. I have another one that's full of paints, and I've got more filled with other stuff. But the foam, it fits perfectly, and I forget the actual dimensions. I will put another video up on when I really talk about this and showcase how this works. But it's great. These models, their bases fit nice and snug. But now I don't have a base to this. Like when you buy a tray, there's a base. I didn't put a base on these yet, so the models go right through. But it's fine, because then if they do wiggle and jiggle, they are nice and safe. If they don't go all the way down, they'll be snug. I might put a base or a thin something at the bottom. Maybe like I'll snip some foam, slick it down so that they kind of rest on a little pedestal kind of thing. Not too big though, because you don't want them to bump their heads on the top. But I'm so happy with this. I'm so glad that I got this. I've been waiting for like a couple of years. I've known about Foam Factory, and I never bought into it, and I finally did. And yeah, you know, the shipping was the exact same price as the product, but I didn't want to overbuy in case it wasn't going to work out for me. So, but it is, and I'm happy to do it. So this is a 1-inch foam. Even this, like this big dude. Okay, I think it's a 60 millimeter. It's like boom, boom, snug. And he's gonna, because I don't have the base, he floops around. Get a little bit of that, stick that in there. Amazing. So very, very happy with that foam purchase. So I will put another video up on that if you have storage issues like I do. Anyway, thank you.